Good morning, Central Arizona, and welcome to your Wednesday, August 20th edition of Central Arizona News. Brought to you by Lowry's Window and Door, serving happy, satisfied customers here for over 30 years. And by the Northern Gila County Fair. September 4th through the 6th, the Northern Gila County Fair provides nonstop action, including live entertainment, exhibits, auctions, food, and so much more. For Tonto-TV.com and KRIM Radio, I'm Randy Roberson. The Billy Fire surged in activity yesterday, with fire crews carrying out significant interior burning operations in the Sierra Ancha Mountains between Young and Roosevelt Lake. Although the reported overall acreage footprint of the fire hasn't changed much, a significant amount of countryside was burned, and smoke from that fire was even noticed from the Metro Phoenix area, Globe, and beyond. Firefighters used both aerial and hand ignitions east of State Route 288 down to Forest Service Road 189, blackening acreage inside containment lines. They say that's to reduce the risk of the blaze running uphill, despite the fire showing signs of slowed growth over the past few days. To support the effort, ADOT closed portions of State Route 288 so crews could safely complete their ignition work. Type 1 helicopters dropped more than 11,000 gallons of water in the Devil's Chasm area to knock down hot spots, while ground crews finished hand ignitions around private property, the ADOT yard, and along the roadway. Firefighters will now focus on holding those interior burns and patrolling containment lines for flare-ups. They say helicopters and drones are standing by for additional ignition work or water drops if needed. Suppression repair also continues along Forest Roads 487 and 410, restoring access to private property. Public concern is growing not only over potential damage to remote ancient cliff dwellings that still held intact ceiling timbers, but also over the loss of vast stands of old-growth forest. Residents are also warning of the historical long-term impacts the fire will have on rain and snow runoff and the downstream impacts that may follow. The Billy Fire is now listed at 23,787 acres since it was sparked by lightning back on July 9th. Containment is holding at 38%, with nearly 500 personnel assigned. The rugged, rocky terrain and dead trees left behind from the 2016 Juniper Fire continue to pose major hazards, along with the remote location that makes medical response difficult. Murphy Ranch remains under GO evacuation status, while several other ranches, including the Bar 11, Elks Camp, and Rose Creek, are in SET status. Stage 2 fire restrictions remain in effect across the Tonto National Forest, and expanded closure orders are in place. Officials urge the public to check AZ 511 for the latest on road closures along State Route 288. And in other wildfire news, firefighters are responding to a new wildfire start south of Forest Lakes. What's being called the Sheep Springs Fire is burning near Sheep Creek in the Pleasant Valley Ranger District. It has grown to about 20 acres with moderate fire activity. Aviation crews were making retardant drops to slow the spread, while ground crews were hiking into steep terrain at the heel of the fire to begin direct suppression. Resources assigned to that fire include 3 engines, 2 hand crews, a dozer, and multiple aircraft. The cause of that fire is still under investigation. And speaking of fires, a commercial building fire in Payson had crews scrambling yesterday. The Hells Gate Fire Department, working along with the Town of Payson Fire Department, quickly knocked down a fire that broke out in an unoccupied commercial building. That building has been home to numerous businesses over the years along Highway 260 to the east side of town. Crews contained the blaze to the attic and a bathroom area, preventing it from spreading throughout the rest of the structure. Officials credit the swift response for keeping damage to a minimum. No firefighters or civilians were injured. The cause of that fire remains under investigation. And in other news, this month marks 30 years since the line-of-duty death of Arizona Department of Public Safety Officer Robert K. Martin. You may have noticed his memorial along the Beeline Highway. On August 15, 1995, Officer Martin was shot and killed during a traffic stop on State Route 87, just north of Shea Boulevard. The gunman, a 19-year-old ex-convict, fled the scene but was captured 2 days later in California. He was later convicted of first-degree murder, theft, and misconduct. Officer Martin served with DPS for 28 years, remembered by colleagues and the community for his dedication to protecting Arizona. And finally, today is National Aviation Day, observed every year on August 19th to mark the birthday of Orville Wright and to celebrate the advances in aviation since the Wright brothers' first powered flight over 120 years ago in 1903. Here in Arizona, the Department of Public Safety used the occasion to honor the men and women of its Aviation Bureau, from skilled pilots and trooper paramedics to expert aircraft technicians and dedicated staff. DPS says their work keeps aircraft mission ready and ensures critical support reaches communities across the state when it's needed most. The Aviation Bureau plays a vital role in public safety, supporting law enforcement operations, medical transport, and search and rescue efforts across Arizona. On this National Aviation Day, DPS is recognizing its aviation professionals for their service and commitment to protecting lives. Well, scorching heat continues across Arizona, but big changes are on the way. I'll show you when cooler temperatures and widespread monsoon storms are expected to roll in next.
For over 30 years, Lowry's Window and Door has been serving the Payson and Rim Country area by designing window and door systems that bring the outside in. Our goal is to help our customers by creating a healthier, more comfortable environment with natural light and open air that completely transforms space from the inside out. We offer dynamic lifestyle-changing solutions that transform residential and commercial spaces in any environment or climate, from contemporary to traditional. The products we offer are known for their quality and value. We are proud to offer Western window systems, Milgard, Geldwin, La Cantina doors, and Pello windows and doors. As certified installers, Lowry's Window and Door has the training and expertise to take your vision and create a retrofit window system or new home package that will enhance and upgrade your home's value. Our products are backed by the best warranty programs in the industry. To help choose the most unique, functional, and high-performance options, please contact us today.
Welcome back. Taking a look now at your central and northern Arizona weather forecast. Hot and stormy weather is the big story for Arizona this week. A strong ridge of high pressure over the Four Corners is keeping temperatures to near record levels through Friday, with an extreme heat warning still in effect for parts of the Grand Canyon and the lower deserts. Highs will top out from the upper 90s to 100s in the deserts, with that area in the bottom of the Grand Canyon expected to soar past 110 degrees today. Overnight lows will stay usually warm in the upper 80s to low 90s. Well, at the same time, monsoon moisture is on the move. Dew points are climbing, and by late today and tomorrow, we'll see increasing chances for thunderstorms across eastern and higher terrain areas, including along the Mogollon Rim and into Gila County. These storms could bring gusty winds, lightning, and brief heavy downpours. Well, by the weekend and early next week, the ridge is expected to weaken. That means cooler temperatures, closer to seasonal normals, and a much better setup for widespread monsoon storms. Forecast models show the best chance for scattered to widespread thunderstorms from Saturday through at least Tuesday, with localized flash flooding possible, especially near recent burn scars. So the key takeaways: extreme heat continues through Friday. Take precautions, stay hydrated, and avoid extended time outdoors. Storm chances increase each day, peaking this weekend into early next week, and you can expect locally heavy rain, gusty winds, and flash flooding risks with stronger storms. Well, meanwhile, daytime highs in central Arizona today should look like this. Payson is forecast for a high of 97, and you have a 50% chance for showers there. Prescott, 96 for a high, just a 20% chance there. Sedona is expected to reach 102 today. They have a 30% chance for showers. Globe will have a high of 101 with a 40% chance for showers. And here in toasty Tonto Basin, 106 is our high today, but we do have a 30% chance for a little rain. Well, sunrise this morning was at 5:49. It'll set this evening at 7:06. And that's your Central Arizona news for this Wednesday, brought to you by Lowry's Window and Door and by the Northern Gila County Fair. For Tonto-TV.com and KRIM Radio, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great day.